Dear students, welcome back to series of videos on ICET presented by Maitri Educational Academy. I am Harikrishna. Let's look at the question which is given in TS ICET 2023 question number 85. If you observe this question, the dimensions of a largest square tile that can be used to plow the floor of the room dimensions 4.96 meters by 1.86 meters. That means length and breadth are given. And we have the option choices here. So before we are trying to solve this question, first we'll try to understand what is the concept of solving this type of questions. So let's start with the discussion of the concept and then we'll go back to that question. So I'm sure after listening the discussion, you will be definitely able to solve that question without any doubt. So if you are first time visiting Maitri Educational Academy channel, please subscribe the channel. Let's start with the basic concept of HCF. What is HCF basically? HCF means highest common factor. That means, for example, we have a numbers like this 4, 6 and you want to find out what is the HCF of these numbers. So to find out the HCF of these numbers, because HCF is indicating highest common factor, talking about the factors of the numbers, I am taking factors of 4. What are the factors of 4? 1. Factors means the numbers which can completely divide the given number. That means the factors of 4 are nothing but 1, 2, 4. These are the factors of the 4. What are the factors of 6? 1, 2, 3, 6. And here what we need to do, we need to figure out highest common factor. What are the common factors which you are able to see here? The common factors are 1, 1 and 2, 2. But what is the highest one here? Highest one is 2. That is the reason HCF, highest common factor of 4, 6 will be given as 2. So this is the lowest way of understanding, but we cannot apply the same method when we are solving the question in the examination. So that's why we will be using one simple approach. Remember this approach. This is going to be useful in solving all the questions of HCF. Whatever is the numbers are there. So take that numbers and use the ladder method. That means take these numbers and divide with the number which can divide. That means 4, 6 will be completely divisible by 2. So let me divide with 2. 2 2s are 2 3s are. And whenever you got a numbers which are uneven numbers. Uneven numbers means those numbers will not go in any other number other than 1. So these numbers, stop the calculation here. Take the number above. That is going to act like HCF of the numbers. That means HCF is going to be 2 here. So let's take one more example. For example, we have a numbers like this 12, 20 and 16 and you want to find out HCF of these numbers. So what is the method? I told you ladder method is the best approach of finding a HCF of the numbers. 12, 20 and 16. These numbers are going in 2 table. Start with 2 table. 2 6s and 2 10s and 2 8s. Again these numbers are going in 2 table. 2 3s and 2 5s and 2 4s. And 3, 5, 4 are not going in any other table. So stop the calculation here. Multiply the above numbers. So we can say HCF or GCD of these numbers will be equal to 4. HCF and GCD both are indicating the same greatest common divisor or highest common factor. Similarly, let's take another question. For example, we have a numbers like this 112, 110, 56. What is the HCF of these numbers is a question. What you need to do, just go and divide with the numbers which can completely divide. Stop your calculation wherever you got uneven numbers. Uneven numbers means those numbers should not go in any other table other than 1. That means here these numbers I am just dividing with 2. So 2 5s are 10 and 2 6s and 2 5s are 10, again 2 5s and 2 2s are 4 and 2 8s are 16. 56, 55, 28 will not go in any other table. Even though 56, 28 are going in 2 table, we should not take like that. If all the 3 numbers are going, then only you have to proceed with the next step. So you can directly say the GCD or HCF of these numbers will be equal to 2. So this is the approach of solvation or finding GCD of the numbers. So what is the type of questions you will be getting based on the GCD? This is a one direct question which you are going to see. So if you observe this question, question number 1, find the HCF of the numbers 110, 125 and 180. You want to find out HCF of these numbers. How can we figure out HCF of these numbers? First look at these numbers. All these numbers are going in 5 table. Let's start with the 5 table. 5 2s are 10. I left with 10. Again 5 2s are. Again 5 2s are 10. 5 5s are. And 5 3s are 15. and 5 6 are. And 22, 25 and 36 are do not go in any other table other than 1. So stop your calculation here. Mark the answer as 5, available as C for us. So that's how you have to proceed with the solvation of HCF. And sometimes instead of giving a direct question, find the HCF, find the GCD, it is very simple. You can easily observe that is a HCF question. And sometimes they are narrating the story and you have to realize that is a question of HCF and solve. That means word based type questions we are getting repeatedly in the competitive exams and even entrance exams. So if you observe, what is the greatest possible length of the planks if 3 pieces of the timber 42 meters, 49 meters, 63 meters long have to be divided into the planks of the same length? So you can understand we have a timber with the length of 42 meters and 49 meters and 63 meters. And you want to divide this into the smaller planks and make sure all those planks will have the same length. That means they are indirectly asking you to find out the greatest common divisor of these numbers. This is what is a thing which you have to realize. They won't give that directly. You have to understand whether they are asking GCD or LCM. So both the type questions we can see. So by looking at this, I understand that we have to divide 42. That means it's a GCD based question. And by looking at the options also, you can realize because GCD is always less than the given numbers. Options also less than the given numbers. So realize that the answer will be GCD of these numbers. So I'm just dividing with the number which can divide 42, 49 and 63. 7 can divide this. 7 6 are, 7 7s are, 7 9s are. So that means using this 42 meters timber, I can make 6 planks. I can make 6 planks and all those planks are 7 meters length. And using this 49 meters timber, I can make 7 planks and every plank will have 7 meters length. Using this 63 meters timber, I can make 9 planks. I can make 9 planks and every plank will be 7 meters. So the condition is satisfied. So they are asking you to find out what is the minimum length. What is the length of each plank. So the length is going to be 7. Mark the answer as C. And sometimes they will be asking you to find out what is the number of planks. So if they are asking the length, that means GCD, you can directly find out this. And if they are asking number of planks, you can just add 6 plus 7 plus 9. So adding up these numbers will give you your number of planks. So you have to realize or you have to observe whether they are asking the number of planks or they are asking the length of the plank, so that you can able to understand by looking at the question. Let's take one more question on the screen. So if you observe this question, 21 mango trees, 42 apple trees, 56 orange trees have to be planted in rows such that each row contains the same number of trees of only one variety. Minimum number of rows that the trees may be planted. Okay, so we have 21 mango and 42 apple and 56 orange. 56 orange. So what is the minimum number of rows? So first of all, we have to understand that every row contains the same number of trees and every row will be having only one variety. That means first of all, I have to look at what is the number which can divide all commonly. So that means 7 3s are and 7 6 are, 7 8s are. So you can divide this 21 mango trees into 3 rows. Every row will have 7 plants. And 42 we can divide into 6 rows and every row will have 7, and this can be divided into 8 rows. So now they are asking what is the minimum number of rows. That means they are asking this value. So 3 plus 6 plus 8. 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 plus 8 is 17. Mark the answer option B. So that is how you will be able to see the question. Again, the question is basically based on the GC. Let's observe this question now. A room is consisting of 20 centimeter long, 10 centimeter width board is to be paved with the square tiles. Okay, so they given the dimensions of a room. So 20 is a length and 10 is a width. So what is the least number of tiles, square tiles required to cover this floor? That means least number of square tiles means if you want to cover up this with some square tiles, what is that least number? They are asking this least number. So to find out this, what I suggest you to do is, whatever is the numbers they have given, first of all, you have to find out what is the GCD of these numbers. So these two numbers are going in 10 table, 10 twos are, 10 ones are. So GCD of these numbers will be equal to 10. So GCD is equal to 10 means you can understand that every square tile should have a dimension of 10 by 10. So if you have 10 by 10 dimension, the total area is 20 by 10. So out of this total area, you will be covering all this with only 10 by 10 tiles. How many number of tiles are required? So 10, 10 cancel, 2, 0, 0 cancel. You will be having answer as 2, mark it as B. Okay, hope you understand. Let's take the next question on the screen. What is the least number of square tiles required to pave the floor of the room 5 meter 60 centimeter long, 8 meter 80 centimeter broad? So that means here also they given the length and width and they given the meters and centimeters. So if you want to convert, you know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So 5 meters 60 centimeter means it will be 560 centimeters, and the other one is 8 meters 80 centimeter means 880 centimeters. So these are the length and the breadth of the particular area, and you have to know what is the least number of square tiles, same like previous question. So what I have to do now, first of all, find out the GCD of these numbers. What is the GCD of these numbers? These two numbers are going in 10 table. So let me write 1056, 1088. And 56 and 88 are going in 8 table, 8 7s are, 8 11s are. And you can observe 80 is the GCD of the numbers because 7 and 11 are not going in any table. You will be stopping the calculation there. That means 80 by 80 will be the dimensions of each square tile. Now they are asking what is the number of tiles required. So number of tiles required means you can just simply total area 560 by 880 length into breadth divided by 80 by 80. You can further simplify, you will get the answer. And no need to simplify this, even you can look at the numbers which are there in the last, you can multiply them, you will arrive the answer. Or if you want to simplify, you can also simplify, 0 0 cancel, 8 1s are, 8 11s are, 8 1s are, 8 7s are. So 7 into 11, mark the answer 77. So previous question also, instead of doing all this, you can just look at and multiply these last numbers, that will give you the answer for you. So that is how you have to tackle the question. Now we'll try to solve the question which is given in the ICET examination paper. So if you observe this question, dimensions are given as 4.96 meters and 1.86 meters. And we need to understand what is the largest square tile, dimensions of the largest square tiles. So here they are not asking you to find out the number of tiles, they are just asking you to find out the largest square tile. That means you just need to find out what is the GCD of the numbers, that's it. So to find out the GCD of the numbers, so 4.96 means I am writing 496 centimeter and 186 centimeters. To get that largest, I am finding the greatest or common factor of these numbers, GCD of these numbers. So these two numbers are going in two tables. So 2 2s are and 2 4s are and 2 8s are. Again 2 9s are, 2 3s are. These two numbers are going in 31 table. So 31 16s are and 31 3s are. And further calculation is not possible. You can find out the GCD of these numbers as 31 into 2, which is 62. That means 62 is GCD, means the square tile dimension must be 62 by 62. So if you are not feeling very comfortable of reading 31 table, you can also use like this. So this is 496. I am using the factorization method. This is 186. How can we write 496? 4 table, 4 1s are and 4 2s are, 4 4s are. And how can we write 186? 3 1s are, 3 62s are. And now if you observe this number, we can write this as 2 times 2 times 2 6 2 2s. So what is the common number here? 62 is a common number. What is left over? 4 into 2 and this is 3. So that means we can write this as 8 into 62. The other number is 3 into 62. The common number is 62. So the dimensions must be 62 by 62. Like that also you can solve. So answer for the question is the dimensions must be 62 by 62. Mark the answer as option 4. Hope you are able to understand this. Let's do some practice questions based on the discussion what we have done. Look at the practice question number 1. Just solve the question, take a screenshot, pause the video, solve the question, comment your answer in the chat box. Practice question number 2. All are similar type questions. Just you can try, you will get a good clarity on GCD of the numbers. Practice question number 3. TS ICET is repeatedly giving the questions on GCD. Thank you so much. If you feel like the session is informative, subscribe the channel and share with your friends.